Welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all for hanging with me on this Tuesday. So a swim bait is always going to be a bait that I throw, in the pre-spawn, colder months, wintertime. I like that little 2.8 Kitech, even on a lake like Gunnersville that has giant bass. It is just a killer for getting bites. And I even do that in the fall when the fishing gets super tough. I'll reel that around the grass. Catches a lot of fish, and not just on Gunnersville. That works pretty much any lake that has more than a couple feet of visibility. As we get into the post spawn, I've done a lot of videos on the big bass trick swim bait, the 7-inch, the 6-inch. Really good on a jig head and a just straight Texas style hook or a keel weighted belly hook. Really good in the post spawn for covering water. As we get into the summer, it's all about a 3/4 ounce jig head. But also, I've talked quite a bit about how a swim bait is one of those baits where you really need one or two colors. You need something when you have very little visibility, like a white, and then you need a supernatural color like a hitch. Now, this time of year, after the fish have seen a bunch of swim baits, they're getting really pressured out on the ledges. I don't really fool with a swim bait as much as I do in May because it's just hard to get them to bite it. It's a dragon bite this time of year. You're typically fishing a drop shot or a Nico rig, maybe a mag shaky head or a Texas rig, but you're dragging something slow on the bottom. The swim bait for me, it's not as realistic, and I'm just not as good with it this time of year to get them to bite it. If I'm going to catch anything out there on those really hard to catch fish, it's going to be something finesse. But I will say this, when you have a perfect day, clouds, maybe some wind, and the fish are just fired up, the schools are going, that's when a swim bait works. So welcome back to the channel. Get this one out. Right back in there. Typically, this time of year, very low visibility days rather, it's going to be a white swim bait and it's going to be something super efficient. So I like a Big Easy. This is a solid belly swim bait. It casts really good. It stays on your jig head. It's not going to come off, so you can catch 2 or 3 fish on the same bait, maybe 4 or 5. Get that school fired up. They will bite a white swim bait on a day with very low visibility. And on sunny days, I'm probably going to throw a Bass Tricks, but I'm not going to really have the expectations that I do on these cloudy days. That's really what you need as the fishing gets tough, is something, a day like that to catch them, and then a white is perfect for those type days. Get your bait right back in the school. That solid belly, or that solid body rather, is not going to rip off. You don't need super glue. Get it up on there. And a Big Easy, being a Florida company, that Gambler makes that bait, a lot of people throw it down there. They throw it in 2 foot of water around spawning flats. This is a great all-around swim bait. You can basically fish this swim bait anywhere. It just doesn't get the credit that it truly deserves, but it is a great ledge swim bait as well. Really, really unique tail action and just a bait that flat out catches them. So if you want to spend a little less money on a more affordable swim bait that's going to be a lot more durable and it works on these cloudier days, give it a shot. That's the best time to throw a swim bait this time of year. So try that, guys. Good luck to you, and I'll see you on the water.